Start your day
with Julian Clegg
on BBC Radio Solent.
5 to 8, and it's a pleasure to welcome one of our Julian's people on the show right now. Pauline Rowson is a crime writer from Hayling Island, and she's been writing crime novels for some time now about, two characters. D.I. Andy Horton, who is how can I put it, a police detective of the Solent area, and Art Marvik, who's a little bit more, left of field is the way I describe it.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
He's sort of more of an undercover agent.
Yes, he is, isn't he? And he also, the thing about Pauline's books is they're all based in the Solent area. Literally, if you look at where the places, because I've read a few of them now, from Lyme Bay to Brighton is the way I describe it.
Yes, that's right. It's all the way along the coast.
All the way along the coast.
And the Isle of Wight, of course.
Of course. And in fact, indeed, in one of Art Marvik's books, that's quite a big feature of the story. How's it going? Because I know one of the books is coming out in paperback next month, isn't it?
That's right. Fatal Catch, which is the latest D.I. Andy Horton one, number 12. I lose count now, number 12. That's out in paperback in October. And I'm very pleased to say that number 13 is coming out in February.
Oh, okay.
So
that's terrific.
Yes.
Now, alongside that, Pauline, you get involved in various other things, including sort of crime novel seminars and crime seminars. Tell me about those.
Yes, that's right. I've been involved in something called CSI Portsmouth, which we've been running nearly every year, which brings crime fiction and crime fact together. Unfortunately, we're not running it next year, so we're having a year off from that. But I am doing an event with another Portsmouth author called Graham Hurley, which I'm sure lots of your listeners will know. And we're doing something called Portsmouth Coppers. Okay. So that's that. But I do get involved in lots of other talks around the area, to libraries and all sorts of different groups. Yes,
oh, that's terrific.
Yes.
Yes,
when I'm not writing, of course.
Of course, because you're a very busy woman.
Yes.
And I was just thinking, I think I've known Graham now for 30 years, or 35 years. So.
I think we've both been, not you, Julian, but we've both been around a long time. Graham and I mean, of course. And of course,
the other story for you is TV rights. I mean, what's the latest on that?
Yes, that's right. That's still progressing. As you know, and as your listeners know, it's a very long, slow process. And we've now got a scriptwriter attached to the D.I. Andy Horton series. So we're still in there pitching for it to actually get on our television screens. And, not any D.I. Andy Horton, who, they're looking for characters with emotional baggage, which, of course, Andy's got because of his mother's desertion of him when he was 10 years old and his quest to find the truth behind his mother's disappearance.
Which is a theme that runs through.
Which is a theme which runs through, as well as all the crimes that, he hopes to solve around the area.
And what about because obviously in these procedural, in sort of the CSI Portsmouth thing, you're rubbing shoulders with the real police. What do they think about what your stories and what you do?
It's always quite nerve-wracking when I meet a real police officer, who either at a book signing or a talk or whatever. And
have you based it on me?
I know. I hasten to say to them, it's not real, it's fiction. And a majority of them say, we know that. Some police officers never read crime fiction, but quite a lot do. And they say, we like it because it is fiction. The baddie gets caught, the baddie gets his justice. That's crime fiction. You round it off. But we know in real life that doesn't always happen, sadly. But no, they're very good. And they, Hampshire Constabulary are extremely helpful. Yes.
Now, if you are a member of Alton Probus, by the way, just so I mentioned that you're going to be meeting Pauline, is it
this
week?
Friday?
This Friday.
Friday, that's right, yes. And I know it's a way ahead, but I'll also be at Porchester Library as part of their Porchester Literary Festival on the 10th of November.
Great.
So that's a nice one, so lots of talks. And I know you were talking about retreats as well today.
Yes, I am. Have you been on one?
I haven't been on an official retreat, but I do retreat to the Isle of Wight. And although I'm not writing, I'm always thinking. But I was listening, I was saying no internet, no emails, no computer, no radio, no television. And it's idyllic, it's very good for thinking.
Every
time.
Author should do that, That's my theory on that. Pauline, lovely to see you.
And you,
welcome
nice
back.
To be back.
Pauline Rowson from Hayling Island joining us to talk about D.I. Andy Horton and Art Marvik and all the other things